Turning our attention to Hurricane Milton, that's where it's probably going to barrel its way towards a landfall in Florida. Tomorrow, both residents and FEMA are bracing, well, for the worst.
And the federal agency is already saying it will not have the resources it needs for the rest of this hurricane season. And as Doug Luzader reports from Washington, that has kicked off a heated debate.
FEMA insists that they have what they need for now, but the agency is already facing criticism over its response to Hurricane Helene as Milton gets closer and closer. In Florida, no sooner are they cleaning up from one storm than they're bracing for another.
I'm scared. I'm very afraid.
The sandbags are a last resort, but Hurricane Milton could bring utter devastation, with Tampa Bay facing what could be its first direct hit from a hurricane in more than 100 years. FEMA already has its hands full, still reeling from Helene, where responders are struggling to reach those cut off by extreme floods.
The response has been very weak, unbelievably weak. Nobody's ever seen such a weak response.
Former President Trump among those criticizing FEMA and the White House over what they see as a delayed response.
The way you're asking me the question is misinformation.
The White House bristled at questions about storm funding and FEMA spending hundreds of millions of dollars on migrant issues, arguing the money comes from different accounts.
There's a lot of mis and disinformation being pushed out there by the former president about what is available, in particular to the survivors of Helene. And first of all, it's extraordinarily irresponsible.
But FEMA does say it will need to replenish its coffers to make it through the rest of this hurricane season, although it does have enough to get through Helene and Milton.
The Disaster Relief Fund is the fund that we use to respond to disasters, and there has been $0 removed from that fund to support any other activities.
And the New York Times is reporting that FEMA does have a staffing issue, with just 9% of its personnel available to respond to Hurricane Milton or other disasters. In Washington, Doug Luzader, Fox News.